It's fine, just leave it. It's good. Yeah, we'll be fine. So we got some decent detail here. It did pretty much everything we wanted to. That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy.
Well, we have quite a few updates for you today. The person you saw in the intro was the Jason in Josh and Jason. I do want to go over some stuff that we've got rolling. We have a ton of content planned, and we're kind of like in this like surging process of like getting a bunch of different things ready to launch and actually do and finish. And we're gonna cut to the actual shop area now, and Jason's gonna walk you through that.
Welcome to our construction set, where we're gonna be doing all our filming for any construction projects. So woodworking, epoxy projects, fractal burner. We have a whole line of stuff ready to go. We have about a 20 by 20 area here to work with. And we're gonna be building our workbench here. We're gonna be putting some lighting up behind us to get adequate lighting for recording. We have a new camera to work with and everything. So this is where you'll be able to kind of follow along with us and build your own projects as well. But that's all coming up soon. The fractal burning video is gonna be released very soon. So definitely keep an eye out for that.
All right, so updates. One, I figured out where we're gonna put, or what we're gonna do in this room. So this room is going to be an editing station. We're gonna put some desks in here, put some sound panels. I'll show you where those are right now, actually. And basically we're just gonna edit in here. This will probably be the most boring room in the whole area. Just a couple of desks, little headphone area, and editing station. Out here, Jason already talked about the shop. Let me show you where the panels are though. So we are going to be building an 8-foot tall acoustic panels. This is going to be iteration number 1, except this with the straps and these kind of multicolored panels are not really the final version. This is just a kind of a quick solution to basically delayed shipping times for the corning that we're going to be putting in here. So if you look at the back, we're basically going to be putting corning insulation inside this, filling the whole thing up and then covering it in different fabrics. So that video is on its way. But what we do have finally is we did get the insulation in. So we got to put this together. This is on the list of things to do this week for us. And then that video should be out relatively soon. We also picked up a lot of new equipment for me and Jason to be able to work on different projects at the same time, which I think is going to really help kind of the work output of this area. One of them is sort of a newish camera. It's just an A6600, the 16mm lens on it. Nothing really too exciting, but it'll allow us to have an A and a B camera that's relatively color matched because this will shoot in S-Log, which is what we're currently shooting in right now. This is just a quick little set that I did for filming this MacBook video, which is the second piece of equipment that we got, which is the 16-inch MacBook Pro. This thing is ridiculous. I'll leave a link to my video down below that because it's pretty crazy. Since we put this up just to test what the acoustics would be like with just one, and we are going to build 2 kind of at a minimum, and they should actually work a lot better than this does. One thing I do think we're gonna add though is more rugs. This one's black, but I think we're gonna get a bunch of different colors and kind of put them in each of these squares and just kind of work around the room a little bit, and that should really help cut down, along with the panels, on reflections. So hopefully, like I said earlier, we're kind of gearing up to kind of take off with the video production stuff, but we definitely have some things to figure out in the meantime. One of the other things that we were doing was setting up sort of an idea board. I actually really like the Post-it note idea because once they're done, you can kind of just, you know, take them down and stick new ones back up. And I don't know, it just seems like an efficient way to keep track of a bunch of different projects. Oh, and we did decide that we're gonna do sort of a flex space in this half of the studio. I don't think having a static set is gonna be a good idea, at least not for my filming style. I like evolution a lot. I like to change things a lot. But this will be relatively static for 2 reasons. One, we want an area that we can just go and like do all the DIY stuff and just hammer it out really quickly and have like a low friction work area for the filming stuff. But then we also need to have, you know, a static place for all the equipment to kind of stay because it's a total pain in the ass to move around a lot. So yeah, other than that, we're kind of just waiting for incoming equipment to get here and waiting for, to kind of pick and choose our equipment wisely because it is very, very expensive. So we should be kind of pumping out some more content here soon. I think we've been a little lax on the DIY aspect of things, but we actually do have a lot of projects that we're working on kind of all at once. And so the speed of those videos will kind of start releasing somewhat quickly, relatively soon. We just kind of had to build up to, kind of making those videos happen. So DIY content, I promise, is on its way. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. See you guys next time. Bye.